Hello, welcome to Timmy G's Taste of Success. And it's all thanks to our wine partner at the football club, Sidewood Wines. It's going to be a fantastic year of Sidewood Wines because these wines here have won 4 medals. Unbelievable. Also winning 4 medals is this man here, Mr. Russell Ebert. And I welcome you to Timmy G's Taste of Success, Russ.
Thanks very much, Timmy. Wonderful to be here.
You are the first guest on this show, you know that? Amazingly, you must feel special.
Maybe the only one.
Yeah, mate. This could be it, but we'll never know.
Well, let's make it a good one.
Now, what I want to do in this series is just to find out something that our people might not know about the special guest, which is you today. Now, we're going to delve deep because the secret is, well, Sidewood Wine's one of the great secrets of South Australia at the moment, winning medals galore, as you did yourself in your heyday. Now, I heard a rumour that there was a chance in your younger days that you weren't going to come to Port Adelaide. You nearly ended up at North Adelaide, and it could have been North Adelaide, Robin and Ebert in the same team. True story?
Yes, back in the late 60s, of course, the state wasn't zoned, and so clubs from Adelaide would come up and probably go to the southeast the same and come up to the Riverland and talk to players about the possibility of coming down to train and then hopefully play as they're recruiting. And of course now it's West Adelaide zone, but it wasn't back in the 60s. So a couple of gentlemen would come through and talk to young lads who had maybe got their name in the paper or had been seen playing footy.
So they were like the recruiters of the day.
They were, and probably not in a real official way like it is today.
Yeah, yeah.
As the season went on, the chaps came up to check their businesses and would say, oh, you did a reasonable job on the weekend, or no, you didn't play that well, and they kept in touch with us, and then it sort of narrowed down to 2 clubs, just kept coming back, and that was Port and North Adelaide.
Must have been a difficult decision. Were there any maybe influences that may have been leaning you towards North Adelaide?
Well, it was a difficult decision, Timmy, because the 2 clubs had been sort of talking to me throughout the year, not on a real sort of you've got to make a decision basis, but it was getting to that stage where I'd had enough of them coming in, and so I sort of thought deeply about it, sort of over about half an hour, and
deep and meaningfully
realised that Kim had 2 sisters, Diane and Vivian, and they were sort of round about my age, a little bit younger, and I thought, well, if I go to North Adelaide, I might sort of do some good with at least one of the sisters. So I decided that I would go to North Adelaide. Wow. And told the North Adelaide chap and told the Port Adelaide chap, and Port fella, to his credit, just wouldn't accept it. He was coming up through business, so it wasn't a sort of a just go up and see the boys in the Riverland. He was coming up on business, so he was still very persistent. Said, no, I'm going to go to North Adelaide, and didn't even come back with the form.
Oh,
just didn't come back, and Port came back, and then Port, they gave me a very interesting option, and so I thought, okay, North Adelaide haven't come back, so I'll sign with Port, and I'll take out one of the sisters.
Unbelievable.
So ended up marrying her.
You got the girl, you got the club. Unbelievable, what a
Rode
success
off into
story.
The sunset. I'm a big black stallion. Beautiful.
Oh, now,
and came to town.
Well, the days with you and Bruce Light coming down from the Riverland, that's for another day. Another secret that we might reveal out of Russell Ebert, because there's plenty there, let me tell you. There's lots of material in there, but what a story if you and Robin had been at the same club. And if we go back even further, like Port Adelaide's area did include Woodville once upon a time. Malcolm Blight could have been at Port Adelaide.
Yes.
Imagine you, Blighty, Port Adelaide. And didn't you say...
I mightn't have got a game.
Barry Robin could have been at Port Adelaide.
Yes.
In the reverse.
Yes. Bob McLean spoke to Barry, and Barry was keen to come to Adelaide and respected Bob speaking to him. And but his absolute all-time favourite was Don Lindner.
Famous
He
North
was at
Adelaide
North
champion.
Adelaide. He loved the way Don played, and of course that was the clincher. So Barry went to North Adelaide.
Gee whiz, sliding doors, an amazing story. Imagine 3 champions, ended up at 3 different clubs. Could have all been at Port Adelaide. Anyway, we're going to taste the success of you arriving at Alberton Oval and having a magnificent career. Now, we've got all these lovely Sidewood wines. I'm not sure if you know, but this particular Shiraz, the Mapinga Shiraz, got voted best Shiraz in the world
The world.
The world, my friend. Not just Australia, but the world. Amazing little drop.
Brilliant.
We're going to, we might have a little taste of that a bit later.
That's the carton that's in the boot of my car, is it?
yes. One to come, no doubt about that. I think you like this one. Pinot's starting to really take off in Australia, let me tell you right now. And this one here, it's called the 777.
Ah.
So how would you like to taste success, my friend? Which one of these magnificent choices would you like to take?
Oh, I'd have to be a carton of the 777.
Keeps
Side
mentioning
with
the word
Adelaide
carton.
Hills. Pinot Noir, yes. That's the licorice tannins, energetic Pinot Noir has integrated layers of raspberry, sour cherry, leather saddle and savoury spice. What a drop. What a drop.
Well, let's pour one out, mate. We're in this beautiful setting with the fire at the British Hotel, thanks to Bruce McFarlane, good port man.
Wonderful, wonderful establishment too.
Look at the colour on that.
Oh,
Look at the colour on that, Russ.
Oh,
Wow. Just to get a little... Now, I'm not going to have a crack at you, but you should know bouquets.
poor bouquet. That's
Huh?
those raspberry tannins coming through.
Is that what it is?
And the leather. I can almost taste my saddle.
Russell Ebert knows wine. Don't you worry about that.
Yes.
That is nice.
Oh.
Let's toast. You're not supposed to do that, Russ.
Oh, right. It's a lovely taste on the back of your tongue.
Beautiful job, mate. All thanks to Sidewood
Wonderful,
Wines.
wonderful
Wine partner of the Port Adelaide Football Club. Thank you. Taste of success.
Thank you, Sidewood.